Yes, everybody gives Chuck Norris a round of applause. He really is. He was a true American hero. The Texas Ranger, obviously. Oh, of course, so even more appropriate for that. When Chuck Norris first endorsed Mike Huckabee, this was the first thing that came out about it. And it went onto YouTube, and it became an instant viral success. Because I'm sure many of you have heard of the Chuck Norris facts that this video is mimicking. The things that Mike Huckabee was saying are part of an email list, and that's on the web and other places that you can just Google Chuck Norris facts and find out thousands of random, absurd facts about Chuck Norris's exaggerated abilities. And that's what this video is all about. And it works, and it's funny, and it's great on the internet. But the interesting thing about this video is it's also a regular television commercial. So that's why I put it in group number 2, hybrid. We moved up from just being the same old recycled stuff, and also in recycled I would probably also put campaign commercials that candidates make and put on television. Most campaign commercials, if you may have seen any, I'm sure you probably are going to start seeing a lot now that the March 4th primaries are heating up and getting close, are very boring. Most campaign commercials are so boring, but this one isn't. And that's why it goes in the hybrid category, because not only is it something that's made for television, but it's also made with the sensibilities of the internet in mind. The Chuck Norris facts are popular on the internet. People watching it on the internet are more likely to know about these Chuck Norris facts. And so it's a hybrid video because it works on television, and they did actually air this, I think, in Iowa and probably New Hampshire as well. But it also works on the internet as something that it can be spread virally because it takes advantage of the sensibilities of what people like to see on the internet. So what's new about, so this category has not one unique thing about it, but 2 unique things about it. Not only does it have the distributive capabilities of the recycled, because everybody can spread it around on YouTube like any YouTube video, but you can see cleverly in this graphic, we're building on the foundation to add a new level of uniqueness, which is what I call viral sensibility. Viral sensibility is something that makes you want to spread it to somebody else, something that would make you email this to a friend, something that would make this video rise to the top of the rankings and popularity on the site YouTube.com. Humor is one of the best ways to make a viral video, and if you've had people email you links on YouTube, most of them have probably been things that they think are funny. But the other thing that works on YouTube, of course, is something that's very provocative. So I wanted to show you the counterexample of that Huckabee ad is this ad, which I believe was also a television ad as well, which got a lot of publicity on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Tom Tancredo, and I approve this message because someone needs to say it.
There are consequences to open borders beyond the 20 million aliens who've come to take our jobs. Islamic terrorists now freely roam U.S. soil. Jihadists who froth with hate dare to do as they have in London, Spain, Russia. The price we pay for spineless politicians who refuse to defend our borders against those who come to kill.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. And he was linking immigration with terrorism there. Tom Tancredo no longer in the race, but was a Republican candidate, was a Republican candidate, is a Republican congressman from Colorado. Very minor candidate. You may not have heard of him, but he got a lot of attention because of this specific ad. And this is exactly the opposite of what the Mike Huckabee ad was. It's not funny at all, it's just very provocative. But also something that you might want to spread around to people, if only for the fact that you want to say, can you believe what Tancredo just did in that ad? I'm so offended by it, but here, take a look, I want you to see it too. And that's why he did it. This also was a television commercial. You can see it's exactly, well this is 32, but it's 30 seconds long, so it's cut for television. And you saw in the Huckabee ad and in the Tancredo ad, both of the candidates were still saying, my name is Mike Huckabee, my name is Tom Tancredo, and I approve this message. And you can see the little text in the bottom, if you're closely paying attention, it said, approved by the Tom Tancredo for President Committee. And that is because that's what you have to do if you're going to air ads on television, because the Federal Election Commission requires it of all presidential candidates. On the internet, though, all the bets are off. So that's how you know if it's a television commercial that's actually just being uploaded to the internet. But this also takes advantage of the kind of viral sensibilities. Moving on now to the third block of content. The more interesting, we're getting more interesting as we're going up. We're getting more unique as we go up. This is a video, I think I want to show this one first. I may skip some of these videos, but if you ever want to go and look at all of them, this is just a blog that I set up, emergencycheese.org. emergency.wordpress.com. Emergency Cheese was my original screen name on YouTube. And also the name of a failed business venture that I had. Failed because I have no idea how to make cheese. I just thought it was a cool name. So this is a video. This video was put out by the Hillary Clinton campaign. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you about it before we watch it. This is an official video.
For a period of like 2-3 weeks, we were maybe the hottest band around.
Suddenly, there's this huge audience. Everybody's crammed against the wall.
Hillary takes the stage. The crowd went nuts. Changed everything. Everything. The reaction was just phenomenal.
Some people called it the comeback of the guitar solo.
She gave us an edge.
The logs were going crazy.
You have this crucial member that you know, musically, this is the reason we're going to be the biggest band in the world.
It was like a really magical time for us as a group. It really was. But it couldn't last.
I couldn't believe it. Immediately, I called Lance and I said, dude, Hillary just quit the band.
I was like, why? Hillary's running for president.
And the first thing to notice about that, besides it's kind of goofy and lame, is it was put out officially by the campaign, but you don't see Hillary Clinton's face saying, I'm Hillary Clinton and I approve this message. But because this video was specifically created for the internet. And it was specifically created with these kind of goofy viral sensibilities that we talked about before, designed to spread over the internet. But we see that this video is a little bit over a minute, so I guess if they cut it down a little bit, it could be a campaign commercial. But it doesn't necessarily have to be any length of time, because it's not going to air on television. I mean, can you imagine Hillary Clinton taking her campaign money and airing this ad on television? She's not going to do it because she wants to use the money to, drive home issues or attack Obama or something else. This video is more about setting a tone for her campaign, attracting her to people to make her seem like she's cooler and hipper than people have perceived her in the past. So that's what that video is all about. It's not something that you would air on television, and if we were 10 years ago and we didn't have YouTube, you wouldn't expect to see that on television. That's why it fits into category number 3, web-specific. Web-specific stuff. Stuff that's created just for the web, and it's exactly what it sounds like. These are things that are put on the candidates' YouTube channels or on the candidates' web pages that are designed specifically for the internet. So not only do they have the distributive capabilities of being on YouTube and be able to spread around, they have the viral sensibilities, which we saw in the hybrid category, but they're adding the third thing. It's the format. They do things that television commercials can't or won't do or would never do because it's too long. We don't want to waste money showing the goofy side of Hillary on television when we could be driving home a policy position to a key interest group. We don't want to be doing that. But on the web, it's very cheap to produce things. They probably have those people volunteer their time, probably cut that together very cheaply. And you can do things on the internet even more cheaply than this. This is kind of like a skit in a sense, or like an SNL-style sketch that they put together to show her the lighter side of Hillary. But there are also other kinds of videos that are web-specific, and I want to show you a couple examples. The video, by the way, above that one is the one where she parodied the final scene of The Sopranos. Did anybody see that video? It's her basically sitting at a diner with Bill, and then it goes dark before she chooses her campaign theme song. Again, web-specific. I'm not going to show it because I just want to move on. This is an example of kind of another web-specific video, which is kind of goofy, but also a little bit of behind-the-scenes look at what goes on in the campaign. So, let's check this one out.
I've got to imagine right now he's feeling stressed. It's what, the day before the Michigan primary? Everyone's saying it's a do or die.
Matt Romney saw
that I totally agree with, but he's got to do well. So, let's help him relax a little bit and give him a call to Governor Ford's name. Maybe he thinks he's going to get an endorsement.